can say that I am the luckiest person in the world to have you here with me, the most beautiful little girl that ever was.
Oh, she's not going to have an inferiority complex as long as you're around.
Well, I should hope not. Did you see how everybody was oohing and eyeing over you at the luncheon today, Precious?
Oh, Aunt Phoebe, that was really sweet of you to have that luncheon. I mean, you really went all out for that.
Oh, well, I was glad to do it, darling. I was just so sorry that there weren't more of your own friends available. Sort of turned out to be mostly my set.
Oh, no, it made me feel very welcome, and it was a nice way to let people know that I'm back in town, really was.
Well, Juanita Ramsey will take care of that, all right. She'll be on the phone to absolutely everybody in Pine Valley before the day is over.
It's better than putting it in the Pine Valley Bulletin.
That's why I wanted her to see the way we're redecorating the carriage house for you. That way she can advise everybody about all of it. Your new home.
Well, she certainly took to Laura.
Didn't she, huh? Well, she loved you. Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she? That's my precious baby girl.
I'll get it in.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't leave this precious little thing. No.
Hey, Brooke!
Hi. Good to see you.
You too.
What is this?
This is, my lip got a little cold, so it's winter time.
I can't believe it. What a wonderful surprise.
How are you?
Come over here. There's somebody you must meet.
Ooh, I got an announcement about you, but nobody said how beautiful you were. No. Well, I might have guessed, huh?
I hope Mrs. Gurney didn't wake you.
No, it's all right. I wasn't asleep.
You really look worn out.
I'm okay, really. I had time for a cat nap before.
How's Bobby?
He's still asleep.
But the fever hasn't broken yet. He's so uncomfortable, it just breaks my heart to see him that way. Of course it does. Is Mrs. Gurney up there with him?
Yeah, the poor thing. She's just worn out. This was supposed to be her day off, and she refused to go home.
She does look kind of tired.
Yeah, I think in about an hour, I'm going to have to insist she go over to her sister's and spend the night. She's got to get some rest.
Except you do, too. Why don't I get you something? Or how about tea again?
No, please. I've had plenty of tea today. I'm fine. Now, what about you? Weren't you supposed to have gone off to lunch or something?
Oh, yes, I was. Your father wanted to take me and Cynthia and Andrew to Nexus. I wasn't going to go. And I told him I would go, and then I wasn't going to go. Finally, Mama convinced me I should go because your father wants us all to be one happy family.
Really galls me when he says that.
Yeah, me too. Well, I finally decided I would go, though, and I would be nice to Cynthia so I could make points with your father.
What happened? Why are you here?
Cynthia. She went down to his office, and she left with him. I don't know what she told him, but they never gave me time to join up with them.
Well, Father didn't know that you'd changed your mind, obviously.
Oh, no. But I'm beginning to wonder if Cynthia did. She pulled a fast one on me.
Well, as a matter of fact, Palmer and I were just going to leave. However, it is such a shame that we don't get to share a piece of your beautiful wedding cake.
Oh, Cynthia. Cynthia, by all means. Of course, why not?
Oh, no, Ellen, don't.
For you?
Oh, it's bad luck to take...
No, it isn't.
It's bad luck. Wait till Ross and Adam get back, Ellen, really.
You will just take this piece with you, Cynthia. You see, you just take it right in the car.
All right?
For you.
Thank you.
I insist.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Ask her! Oh, now that was a rotten figure.
Dr. Clater. Dr. Stanley Clater. Please report to delivery room. Please report to delivery room. Staff.
Hillary, what happened? Someone told me that Tad had been brought into emergency. Tad's unconscious, and I think you better ask his good friend Bob about it.
put to better use.
Well, I just assumed.
Oh, you assume. Forget what you
Gentlemen,
assume.
please just stop. Now, haven't we had enough to contend with today, Ross? At Palmer, this is my wedding day.
What did that woman say to her?
She said everything rotten you can imagine.
I don't want to go into it, okay? I don't want to hear it.
Things to Ellen that no woman should have to listen to.
What the hell are you two doing here, huh? You weren't invited.
I had no idea that your wedding party was going to be here.
You expect me to believe that? That's a coincidence? I won't swallow
I
that.
have no desire to be in your presence, and I can speak for Cynthia, too.
I just want you to know that this vicious attack will not be forgotten.
Is that supposed to be some kind of a threat?
Oh, why am I in the same room with this man? He has never caused me anything but grief, Palmer.
He's laboring under some delusion that we wanted to crash his wedding party.
What a joke! This pathetic gathering, a wedding party? I want to be as far away from this place as I can possibly be. Palmer, could we leave immediately? I should have taken this whole stupid cake
sweetie,
and rammed it down her throat and plus
Come on,
thrown a
please.
pitcher of water in her face.
Don't get yourself upset over her, please.
Don't get upset. Now, listen,
you're right.
She's not worth a crumb of this cake. Why don't we cut it and try a little ourselves, okay?
No,
Please,
I don't want any.
please. Sweetheart, stop crying, please.
I'll be all
love
right. I know. I'm sorry. I'm being silly. I know.
you. This is our wedding day. Come on. Let's see you smile.
Come on.
It's just she got me angry and I can't help it.
I know.
I don't want the cake.
Yes, I understand. Look, I've got a better idea. Why don't you two just get up and go?
That's a terrific idea.
Adam
Yeah.
isn't up with the wine yet.
Don't worry about Adam. You'll take care of it, won't you,
I'll
Myrtle?
tell Adam everything. Okay, don't worry. Just get up and go. I love you both. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
I guess I should have given you this before you took Laura upstairs, but will you make sure she sees it?
Oh, Benny, what have you done here?
Well, you know, I wanted to get a christening cup, you know, like the one you got Emily Ann, but I figured the Duchess probably had an heirloom.
Oh, yes, there's one in the English family. It's been there for generations.
Oh, a silver spoon. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, Benny.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Oh, you're such a sweetie. Oh, thank you, and Laura thanks you.
Oh, well, I thank you, too, for delivering it in person instead of mailing it. I don't have to tell you how much I miss you. I hope you're not driving back tonight.
No, I'm going to stick around for a couple of days. As a matter of fact, I may be moving back.
Benny, are you serious? Oh, that's wonderful.
I mean, it's nothing definite yet.
Well, we'll just see about that. We'll hold you hostage.
Let's not talk about Cynthia. She's not important.
I really think that you let her get to you too much.
I'd rather talk about what's happening here.
Yeah, well, nothing is what's happening here.
I thought the doctor had
Oh, they didn't do any good. She's doing nothing for him.
but she prescribed another antibiotic.
Yeah, well, it didn't work any better than the first antibiotic. It's just hopeless. That's why I've called Zach.
Nina, you're kidding. You can't want him to do some kind of healing on Bobby.
Why not?
Because, Nina, come on. You gotta listen to me.
No, I don't want to hear any more of your skepticism. I know exactly what Zach was able to do for me.
You told me that he just made you a cup of tea.
It wasn't the tea, it was Zach. When he put his hands over me, all of that pain went away.
All right, if that's what you believe happened.
Now, the medical community has not been able to help my son. I don't see why I shouldn't give Zach's methods a try.
Because he is your child. Because you can't do anything that would harm him.
I don't see how Zach putting his hands over Bobby could possibly harm him.
I don't either. But you haven't exhausted everything that medical science can do. You know, you could call a specialist.
Oh, Cliff has complete faith in Dr. Welker. Besides, he won't even let Zach get near Bobby.
You talked to him about that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but Zach wouldn't touch Bobby without Cliff's permission.
How did Zach react?
He was very good about it. He's used to pretty shabby treatment for the medical profession.
Listen, you know that Cliff is an excellent doctor. You can trust him in this.
I can't trust him when he has such a closed mind about any kind of a treatment he doesn't understand.
I know you're desperate, but I'm sure you can believe Cliff.
It was an accident, Mrs. Martin.
Not entirely.
Tad and I were having a really bad argument, and we started shoving each other around, and then he fell and he hit his head on the desk.
I know that you would never deliberately hurt Tad.
I'm glad you understand. Thank you.
Let me just go in and see how he's doing, okay? Thank you.
Well, at least Mrs. Martin doesn't think I'm some kind of a monster.
Well, I didn't say that you were a monster.
You don't have to. The way you've been treating me.
Bob, I can't help it. I'm upset.
I can see that you're upset. And we all know whose side you're on.
I don't know what you mean by that. But you know that Tim and I were both yelling at you to stop. Why didn't you listen?
Sure. What does Tim care? He doesn't mind if Tad's laying all those heavy kisses on you during rehearsal. Oh, no, he wants his hot version of Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, you know, you weren't even there. Tim said that the kissing wasn't appropriate in every scene, but it was in this one. Like, everything was all settled, so you had to walk in and start a fight, and now look where
Hillary,
we are.
you heard Tad insult me when I was going out.
Oh, I see. So that makes it fine to knock him out and send him in the hospital.
Oh, sure, we shouldn't touch poor little Taddy.
I don't know why you're being like this, Bob.
Because you say one thing, and then you do another.
What are you talking about?
You went running to his side and got down beside him and held him before you even knew he was out cold.
Well, I'm sorry. It happens to be a natural reflex that I want to help somebody who's hurt. I mean, what'd you want me to just stand there and smile?
I want you to be honest. You keep telling me that you don't want Tad kissing you in rehearsal.
I don't, okay? Well, what do I have to do to prove it to you?
I want you to try to stop convincing me and just show me.
Please, just lie still, all right?
Miss Martin, how is he?
He's regained consciousness.
Great.
Dr. Sims said it was a mild concussion.
That's a big relief. I'm glad to hear it was nothing serious, really.
Well, I told him you were both out here. He wants to see you, Hillary. I have to get back upstairs.
So good. What are you doing? Eating dessert? Honey, that's your third helping. How can you do that? It's very hard work, Mom. Besides, it's another flavor. I don't know. What can you be thinking of? It's going to be very hard to take off all the weight that you're going to put on.
Mom, you know why I'm doing this. I have to gain enough weight so Tad thinks I'm still carrying the baby.
But when you're pregnant, the weight is more in one spot. Please get the door for me and put the ice cream on the table, down on the table.
Okay. God.
Don't have any more of that, John.
Well, don't you eat any more of that, John. Hello.
Hi,
John. Come on in.
Am I interrupting the mother-daughter? No, not at all. Honey, take her coat, would you, sweetheart?
Sure. How do you help you with
I
that?
just came by to give you
I can
this.
hardly wait.
Erica Kane hair conditioner.
I love that stuff. I tried that. It's really terrific. I need some.
Yeah, well, you'll have to get a bottle of your own because this is for my Bonnie.
Bonnie, you're using that stuff on a dog?
It's not just a dog. It's a very special dog. And besides, the only stuff that gets at her tangles.
Where is she, by the way?
She's under the bed. She's very mad at me because I happened to take a little something out of her mouth that she could have choked and died on. So she's pouting under the bed.
Cruel mother.
I know. Sit down. Come on. Thanks. Can I get you a soda or something?
No,
Anything?
thanks. I'm fine. Want some ice cream? You got some money, or I have pistachio?
No, thank you very much. It looks wonderful, but I have to watch it.
Yeah, all of us girls have to watch our weight, don't we, Dottie?
Uh-huh.
Hey, lay off. She's eating for two now. How do you feel?
Fine.
I gotta tell you, I really envy you this time in your life, Dottie. It's the most beautiful experience a woman can go through.
Uh-huh. No, I'm going to finish this upstairs. I'll see you both later, okay? Is it okay if I get some to Bonnie?
No.
Just joking.
So, how you doing, kid?
Oh, I'm fine. Did you hear Brooks moved back to Pine Valley?
No.
You know where she's living? She's living in Phoebe's carriage house, the place I used to live in.
I don't believe it. You're living in her old house with Tom? Is this town gonna gossip?
Well, look, it was her choice, Edna. She didn't want her old house. She could have had it in the divorce settlement.
Oh, no, but this town's really bored. They'll gossip about anything. You know that.
Oh, it'll die down eventually. Tell you something else.
What?
I made an agreement with Brooke about their baby. She is so adorable, Edna. Brooke is cute.
Baby Laura, Tom's little girl. Brooke agreed to let me babysit her sometime.
Why would you want to babysit the kid?
Why? Use your head. I get to take Laura to our house, and Tom gets to spend more time with her than he would during normal visits.
You sure you're not being used?
I am not being used. Tom loves that little girl, and the more I can make her a part of our lives, the better it is for our relationship.
Benjamin, do you mean to say that the government can tear down your grocery store?
Oh, thanks, Eddie.
And you have nothing at all to say about it?
Thank you. It's not just my grocery store. It's the whole block.
It happens a lot, Aunt Phoebe, when the state wants to put a highway through your property.
I think that's terrible. Did you ask your congressman about it?
Relax, relax. They're going to pay me a good price. I'll have enough money to start again.
Oh, you mean you'll buy another grocery store?
Oh, no. I mean, it was one thing to take over my grandma's grocery store, but it's not a business I would choose to go into on my own.
I don't know if I'd recommend starting another one here, not with all the supermarkets that are here.
Well, I know it's the same in most locations that I've looked into, really.
What other locations?
Well, I was thinking of going down south and seeing what the possibilities were there.
Benjamin, don't you be lured into the glamour of the Sun Belt. You know perfectly well your heart will always be here.
Now, I can't argue that. So I will be staying in town for a few days to check out the old Pine Valley possibilities.
Oh, that's wonderful. You haven't checked into a motel yet, have you?
No, I came straight here, but I'd probably go over to the Pinecone Motel.
No, you won't, because you are staying right here with us.
But I thought you said that you were redecorating the carriage house for Brooke.
Benjamin, there will always be room for you under this roof. I'm going upstairs right now and check the east room to see that everything is in order.
No, wait, now, come on. I don't want you to go through any trouble.
Besides, I want to look in on little Laura and see that she hasn't kicked the covers off.
Thank you, Aunt Phoebe.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
My daughter is not going to lack for a doting grandmother as long as that woman is around.
What about a daddy?
What about a daddy?
Well, last time I talked to you, you weren't going to give Tom any custody rights.
Well, I've changed my mind.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I know things got rough between you, but I didn't think that was such a great idea.
Actually, Tom and I have become very civil toward each other, and I've given him very generous visitation rights.
Great. What softened you up?
I just didn't want a messy custody battle, and you know, Tom is shaped up.
You sure a little love didn't sneak into that decision? I mean, freer visitation means you'll be seeing more of Tom, or?
No. Oh, I know. You've always wanted Tom and me to get back together.
Well, I managed to help it happen once.
Well, it's not going to happen again, Benny, because things are over between us. I guess you haven't heard the news.
What news?
Donna moved in with Tom, so they're living together.
Oh, really? I guess that is news, huh?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Just relax now.
Okay. Thanks. Hi. Listen, I was very, very happy when Mom told me that you'd stop by to check up on me.
Yeah, I was real worried about you. I mean, you could have been seriously injured.
I feel like I was. Yeah, I guess I was just lucky, though.
Yeah, you certainly were.
You know, desks are known to be very vicious. I'm serious. Dr. Sims said that last year he had a kid that did the same thing, but he never woke up.
Don't even talk like that.
Yeah, well, it makes you realize what a lottery life is. I'll tell you something, Mom. I'd do it all over if I got a chance to kiss you like that again.
Look, I told Bob that I didn't want any more fighting between you two.
Yeah, well, it was both of our fault. You know, I feel like I have got a baseball growing out of the back of my head.
You'll probably have the biggest headache tonight.
Tell me about it.
They're gonna keep you here overnight.
No, they figured that because Dad runs this place and Mom's a nurse, it was safe to send me home.
I guess you'll have to keep your feet up for a few days, huh?
You kidding? I'll see you tomorrow at rehearsal.
Well, are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, you'd better listen to what the doctor said.
I'll listen to him. I'll take it. He said to take it easy, so I'm going to take it easy tonight. That wild horses couldn't keep me away from that rehearsal. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, well, your health means a lot to me, and, well, everybody. And I don't want you jeopardizing it.
Thank you. Thanks for saying it. It means a lot to me that you care.
Is there any change?
No.
Cliff, how much longer can this go on?
Dr. Walker just put him on a new prescription.
Yeah, but it's no better than the last one.
Well, it'll take some time, honey. Look, Dr. Walker said that if there's no change, we'll take him back to the hospital tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that sounds wise.
That didn't help before. Why would it be any different?
Honey, what do you want to do? Come on, you say we're not doing anything here? Maybe at the hospital. At least he'll get some nourishment from the IV.
Cliff's right, and you could use some nourishment, too.
No, I'm fine, really. Just why don't you run along? We'll be okay here.
Well, I don't like to leave you like that.
Cliff's here. I'll be fine.
You'll see that she eats some.
I will, I promise.
All right, then I'll go. You walk me out?
Yeah.
Nurse Eckley.
Bobby, he's going to be okay. He's just got a big bump in the back of his head, but other than that, he's going to be fine.
Mrs. Martin told us that. I don't need any more reports, thank you very much.
Okay, aren't you maybe concerned a little bit?
You said he was all right. I don't see why you had to go in and see him.
Because he asked me to, and he's been hurt, thanks to you.
Come on, but Hillary, stop kidding yourself.
I don't know what your problem is.
My problem is that I'm being jerked around, and I'm sick and tired of it.
Bob, get a grip. Hasn't your anger caused enough trouble today?
I tell you what the real trouble is. You talk a great game about honesty, but you lie all the time.
I do not.
Then why do you keep telling me you want nothing to do with Tad?
I'm in a stage production with him. I'm not with him or kissing him outside of rehearsal, am I?
But it's obvious that you want to. Did you see how you acted when you thought he was hurt? You ran to him like you were his wife or something.
I don't think that's funny.
Hillary, you're using me. I'm just window dressing for your little scheme.
No, Bob, that's not true.
See, you're trying to fool me and everybody else into believing that you're dating me because you care about me.
No, I do care.
No, you don't care about me. I'm just a front until Tad's free again. And I refuse to play this game anymore. You're using me. I'm just...
This is a surprise. What? Oh, I didn't expect to see you so soon. You know, I don't know where you were trained, but it's not your place to register surprise at my comings and my goings. Yes, sir. Is there anything I can do for you? No, nothing. Just take my coat. Yes, sir. Cynthia, would you like to go upstairs and freshen up?
Actually, I'd like a drink.
Good. I'll join you.
I don't know what I would have done there if there'd been photographers around.
Oh, you would have risen above it. You have great poise, Cynthia.
I hope the gossip columnists don't get wind of this. You know, they pay big money for tips like that.
Oh, no. You don't have to worry about that. Ross will spread a lot of money around to cover this up.
You really think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't want Ellen's behavior in the columns.
I nearly fainted from the shock. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there.
I only wish I could have been there when it actually happened.
Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
You're such a dear.
Oh.
Well. Never thought I'd beat you home. Things seem to be moving pretty fast around here.
Honey, I made the sheet. I want to start charting his temperature. We'll put the time here and exactly.
Why? What good is this going to do?
It's going to help Dr. Welker, just in case we have to bring him in.
I don't care. I don't want to help Dr. Welker. I want to help Bobby. Now, we have tried alcohol sponges, we have tried antibiotics, and nothing is working.
Honey, we don't know that any of those things haven't worked. Come on, his temperature could be a lot higher than this. You got to remember, his temperature got down to 102 this morning.
Yeah, and it's back up to 104 this afternoon,
Honey,
Cliff.
please, we got to hang in here just for tonight. Let's give this prescription a chance, okay?
Right. And while we're fumbling around with this stuff, Bobby is back there suffering.
I get that.
Just not fair. Daddy is being so stubborn while you're lying there suffering.
You know, Cliff won't let me near him, Nina. If there was a way, I'd be glad to help Bobby. I want to help. I want to help him. I want to help him. Nina? I'm sorry, sweetie. Didn't mean to scare you. That was the hospital. I gotta go back.
But you just got
I
home.
know, I'm sorry. It's Bill Hicks. I'm gonna have to operate tonight.
All right.
You want me to call your mother or Mrs. Murdoch?
No. They've done enough today. I'll be fine.
I wish we hadn't let Mrs. Gurney go.
No, it's okay. I'll be fine here by myself. You go ahead. You'll be late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you write down the temperatures on this?
Yeah, for whatever good it's gonna
Okay,
do.
I'll call you later.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye.
Poor little guy. Sure. I'd help him if there was a way.
How do you feel?
You always know how to make me feel good.
I just don't want that woman ever to get you feeling so bad again.
I never lost control like that in public before. Do you know that? Well, almost never.
Well, I wouldn't call it losing control. I think that's kind of poetry in motion, no?
You weren't even there.
Yeah, but I saw the end results. I mean, there she was with a piece of cake smacked right on her face.
She said such awful things about you. She's lucky I left her standing.
You know something?
What?
That's what I really love about you.
What?
You're strong. You don't take nonsense from anyone.
Rub my back, please. Did you see the expression on Palmer Cortland's face?
Oh, I don't care about Palmer. I mean, if he knew what she was going to do, he'd have thrown the whole table at her.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about them anymore.
Fine.
You know all I care about?
What's that?
Is that I never, ever give anyone the wrong impression of Mrs. Ross Jampa again.
How can you do that?
No, I want you to be proud of me.
What's wrong with you? Haven't you been listening to me all these months?
Yes, I have. You've really let me know loud and clear that you love me.
I not only love you, Ellen, I'm very proud of you.
For what?
Oh, come on. Maybe you can't see it, but I've got a gorgeous woman next to me. With all that, I feel 10 feet tall, huh?
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Do I really have to explain it? If you both excuse me, I'm a bit tired. Tired of playing games already.
Tired of trying to figure out cryptic remarks. Palmer, thank you again.
Daisy, just what are you up to?
Me? You're asking me? What for?
Well, who else came into the room making snide remarks? I really don't know what you're up to. What is it?
Don't you?
No.
Well, why don't you think back a few seconds and envision that little tableau I walked in on?
Well, I still don't know what you mean. Cynthia and I were just having a drink. We were chatting.
Really? Is that why she has to paw your body?
Oh, Daisy, for heaven's sake, don't be ridiculous. Oh, yes, I know what brought this on. Has nothing to do with Cynthia.
Oh, no?
No, You've been over to the Warner house listening to Nina complain about her husband.
Don't start on Cliff, all right? They're both worried sick about Bobby.
Well, I'm sure it's a very dreary scene. It'd be much more fun for you to come over here and pick on Cynthia.
I didn't know the two of you would be back. I thought you'd still be whooping it up in New York.
Now, listen, you know that we were only going for lunch. We weren't going to spend the evening.
I also know that I was invited to join you.
You turned me down.
I changed my mind. I got changed in my clothes and everything. And you never came back. Why didn't you come back?
Well, how would I know that you changed your mind? Why should I come back for you?
Because Mama told me you were coming back to pick up Cynthia.
Cynthia came to the office to spare me the trouble of coming back here.
Well, Cynthia knew that I changed my mind.
What are you saying, Daisy?
I'm saying that she stood there and listened to Mama when she called Nina and told her I wasn't coming.
You know, I don't know what you're building, but I can tell you, Cynthia only just came over to the office to be nice, just to save me the trouble of coming over here so it'd all be better. And
all be better,
yes.
So she could make a little time with you.
Oh, really, Daisy? I don't have to stop. I'm going to stop. Silly, jealous.
Can't hear anything with your head in the sand.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Cortland. Your mother asked me to speak with you and tell her that she'd like to talk to you.
Where is she?
Well, she's in the kitchen baking. That's why she couldn't come.
Oh, I see. Thanks.
Cortland Manor, Zach Grayson speaking.
Zach, it's Nina. You gotta come back over here right away.
What's wrong?
It's Bobby. He's not getting any better. You've got to come over here and do something for him.
Nina, you know that Cliff is dead set against me.
But Cliff isn't here anymore. He left for the hospital. He'll be gone for a few hours, so the sooner you come over here, the better.
Nina, wait a second, wait.
No, we can't wait, Zach. Cliff said that if he doesn't get better tonight, he's going to take him to the hospital in the morning.
Don't you see, there's no way that I can fight that, Nina.
Don't you see that once they get him in the hospital, you won't be able to get near him?
What do you expect me to do?
I just want you to come over here, please, and help him.
See, now, all I need is for Mrs. Gurney to come into...
She's not here either. She's at her sister's house for the night. Don't you see? It's the perfect time for you to come over.
But what if Bobby talks, Nina? Then I'll
Bobby has been sound asleep for hours. He won't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know if I can get away, Nina.
Zach, please. You can't let me down like this.
Believe me, I don't want to let you down.
I know you care for Bobby a lot. You won't let him suffer. Please, Zach. This is the only thing I'm going to ask you to do for me now.
Just please come over here right now. All right, I'll be waiting for you.
Oh, brother. How the hell am I going to get out of this one?
Darling, oh, what a traumatic day for you.
Phoebe, I hate it. I hate being the cause of all this pain.
Now, you mustn't blame yourself in this case, darling. I mean, you've done everything in your power to try to discourage Tad.
No, it is my fault. I should have never agreed to take the part.
Yes, but you were chosen to play Juliet before Tad even went after the role of Romeo. And he did win it fair and square.
Oh, well, there's been nothing fair and square since then. Aunt Phoebe, the way Bob turned on me, he hates me.
Oh, darling, that's not true. I've seen the way he looks at you. Why, he's really in love with you, darling.
Well, I'm not exactly in love with him, but I do care about him. Oh, it made me feel so awful when he thought that I was using him.
Well, he doesn't mean it, I'm sure.
Yes, he does, Aunt Phoebe. He has turned very bitter toward me.
Oh, and I don't believe that.
Oh, and he made me feel like such a traitor going over to help Tad.
Well, don't you think, darling, that he... Listen, don't you think he knows that if he had been the one who'd been hurt, you'd have run to him instead? Didn't you tell him that?
No, I wish I would have thought to.
I'm glad you didn't, sweetheart. He might have tried to hurt himself just to get your sympathy. Young men have been known to do such things.
Where is it all going to end, Aunt Phoebe? I just don't see any happiness ahead for anyone anymore.
Oh, sweetheart, you're just at the age where everything seems so tragic and so forever. But life is really a process of learning by both, well, heartbreak and happiness.
Yeah, well, I think I've had about enough heartbreak.
Oh, sweetheart, just trust me. Be patient. You'll find out you'll recover.
I don't see the point in recovering without the one you want.
What more can I tell you, Dottie? It was an accident.
Okay, but how come you were even fencing to begin with?
What do you mean, how come? Dottie, you gotta look authentic when we do those fights. You know, like Tim said, they have to be choreographed.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand why I was with Bob. I mean, there's no fights between Romeo and Benvolio, are there?
We weren't practicing anything specific. We were just, you know, doing the basic moves. You know, disengage under, disengage over, parry, thrust.
Yeah, but I don't get that.
Dottie, why are you giving me the third degree?
I don't mean to. I'm just a little confused, that's all.
What is so hard to follow? I was practicing fencing with Bob. I stepped back. I tripped. I hit my head on the desk and I knocked myself unconscious.
Right. Well, I understand all that part, but what I'm surprised about is that Tim said that rehearsal was canceled. He called me up and told me.
Right, yeah, I know, but I didn't know that until I got there, and neither did Bob.
So it was just you two?
Right. We just figured we'd do some work. Well, there was nobody else around.
Oh, well, I'm really sorry, honey.
Careful. I've got something growing out of it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not 3 years old.
Well, what did the doctor say? Do you need some medication? Do you want some aspirin or anything like that?
I just need to rest. I just need to be left alone, okay?
I know what you need for that bump. My mother's got this ice bag. I know that'll be just perfect. That's what you need. That's what I'm going to get.
That's a great idea.
I'll be right
Wonderful
back.
idea.
I'll put it on your head. I'll give you a little massage, maybe. Huh?
Okay.
Okay,
See
stay
you
put.
when you're back, okay. If I'm lucky, she'll be there before she realizes we've got one, too.
Well, grab onto it. Look, do you want it? Do you want it? Oh, who's at the door? Who's at the door, huh? Are you expecting a date? Right. You expecting a date? Huh? Let's go see who's at the door. Always bothering us when we want to play, huh? I don't believe it. Why, it's the little old grocery clerk from Providence. Come on in. Please don't get sawdust on the rug, though. Please.
Oh, this is some hotsy-totsy John you got here right now.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, you're dealing with some hotsy-totsy chick here.
Yeah, well, what's that, your new husband?
Right.
Yeah, you know, you could have solid gold doorknobs, you'd still be the same Edna to me.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Well, relax, I'm here to see Dottie. I'm trying to find her.
Well, Papa, Dottie doesn't live here anymore.
I figured that, but I've been calling information. There's no listing for her. What, has she got an unlisted number or
No,
what?
she doesn't have a number at all. She lives with Ma and Pa Martin.
What kind of a way is that to start a marriage?
Well, you know, I said the same thing, but funny, they didn't listen to me.
As far as I'm concerned, it's just as worthless as the last one.
Nina, you do realize that working with children is totally different. Bobby can't relate to me the same way an adult can.
I understand. Please, Zach, can't you just try to focus your energy to draw the fever out of him the way you drew the pain out of me?
Okay.
Please.
All right, I'll do my best. I just want you to know what I'm up against.
I understand.
All right. Turn off the light. There's just too much glare.
Okay.
Well, what I basically want is I want 6 of each, only I want them all in purple. Yes, it's on page 1 and it's number D. 1D. What is your name? It's just a minute. Somebody's at the door. Hang on. Don't go away. Just a minute. I'm a paying customer. I'm coming.
Mom, I need an ice bag right away.
A what?
An ice bag. I need your ice bag. Tad hurt his head.
Oh, honey, I'm on the phone right now. But where is it? It's in the vanity, 3rd drawer. Go get it.
Thank you. I'll be right back now.
Listen, I can't talk right now. Just send over the stuff that I ordered, put it on my charge, and I'll call you tomorrow if I think of anything else. Okay, fine. Okay, bye-bye. Honey, you just missed Benny.
Benny? Benny was here?
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago. He was over here. He was looking for you.
Well, why was he over here if he's looking for me? He knows I'm married now.
But he doesn't know that you live at Ma and Pa Martin's.
Oh, yeah. I didn't bother telling him because I thought, I'd get Ted out by now. By Christmas, anyway.
Well, I didn't want him sitting here waiting till Christmas, you know.
Uh-huh. So, is he coming? Is he staying? Is he going to be here for a while? Did I miss him?
Honey, I told him that you'd be at the Martins, and if you go over there now, you could probably catch him.
Great. I'm sure Tad will tell him I'm on the way. Thanks, Mom. I gotta... Martins. Did you told Benny, right?
Tell him what?
That I told people I was staying. I went to visit him in Rhode Island, remember?
Honey, what was I supposed to do? Now, you told me that I wasn't supposed to tell anybody about the miscarriage, so how could I tell him about the miscarriage?
Yeah, I know, but what if Tad brings it up and Benny doesn't know what he's talking about? Mom, this could really blow everything for me.
Would that I were a glove on that hand, that I might touch that face. Even better yet, I wish I could just close my eyes and make you appear. What the hell? Dearest Hillary, this is Tad talking to you via ESP, sending you all kinds of love vibrations at 66.7 on your sub-frequency FM dial. Message, quite simply, come to me, mama. It worked.
How you doing, Tad? My little princess around here somewhere?
Should I pull back the covers?
No. It's better not to wake him while I search.
What are you searching for?
The source? I have to find the source of the infection. It's everywhere. I feel this infection all over his entire body. It's going to be difficult trying to draw it out of him.
Can I do anything to help?
Give me your faith. Let me concentrate. I'm going to need all the positive energy that there is in this room.
What the hell is going on in here?